Talk about breech birth and talk a little bit about my journey.
What's a C-section?
It's when it's so precious. Hello! Welcome to this edition of Mommy Monday. I'm Emily. These are my three kiddos, Juju, Fifi, and Lulu. Julietta, Ophelia, and Louie. We're so lucky. Well, we've got a lot of things to be grateful for sure. But we're having a fun day. We've been in the pool. We have just watched a FaceTime with my brother who found out he's having a little baby boy. So Louie won't be the only boy cousin. But today I wanted to talk about breech birth and talk a little bit about my journey and also what things I tried and what things I felt were, if you're on a breech journey of like you're in your weeks of 30 plus and you're finding out that your baby is in the breech position, I can relate, as my first daughter was born naturally, head down. She was born early, but then Ophelia back there, she decided to start this trend of being breeched. So we found out that she was head up, and with that baby, with her, I really tried everything. I looked up all the stuff. I was on hands and knees doing yoga. The furthest I went was that I read in a blog that you can record your voice on your phone and then do like an inverted pose to where you're laying with like a child's pose with your tail up, and then you can play the video of your voice talking to the baby to get the baby to come that way. I mean, I feel like there's a lot out there, and I wish I had a more hopeful story for you. Maybe this baby will turn. But I have had now, Louie was breeched the same, never moved. And now Luciana, this is week 34. She is firmly in the breech position. Her head is here and body here. And she kind of shifts around. I see her head move around a lot. So, you say hi? You say hi? So, I started having C-sections, but what I do want to talk about is the hospital. When I went into the hospital, or the hospital turning event, I tried to turn Ophelia twice in the hospital. So, around week 37, they asked me if that's something I wanted to do. And where I was really wanting to have a natural birth, I looked at all my options. I looked online, I'm sure like you are doing at this point. And I had tried most of the natural remedies, although I never did try acupuncture. I had gone to a chiropractor, I had done all those other things, and I thought, okay, yes, I want to try turning her. So I'll kind of walk you through the process of what happened. They took me into the surgery area, and they gave me like a muscle relaxer and hooked me up to an IV. And this was in week 37. So from there, they had two doctors present. Well, a doctor and an assistant, I should say. And he's like, "What you doing, Mama?" I'll go this way for a little while so you can see the belly. And so they hooked me up to an IV, and here I am. And then what they did is that they had my arms go back like this. So I was basically in this position in the hospital bed. And then they have two people come and like physically manhandle, find the baby. And then, sorry, I can't find a comfortable position for this. Manhandle and try and turn the baby's little body around. Now, there was a few things that, that's what I want to share about this experience. So if you're looking at that option, know that mentally your body and mind and everything will be screaming at you to protect your belly and your baby. It was the most primal instincts I've ever felt of like, stop, you know, just like, oh, that, it is a crazy, crazy, crazy feeling to just be like, wrong, 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 like no, almost animalistic. So that was wild. That was the wild, like, mental part of it. But I have to say that the doctors were very gentle in that.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm not talking to you. And that they stopped once they felt that she wasn't having it. You know, she wasn't budging, and they didn't push it. So then we tried again a week later, same procedure, and same kind of thing. They were really good, I have to say, of just like, you know, they got her all the way sideways, so like this, and then she just, you could feel her just flip right back up. So I got prepared to have a C-section, and I think the biggest message I want to share with people, if you're like, oh, I might have to have a C-section, oh my gosh, what does that mean? The biggest message that I have for you is that you still get to own your birth, and I have had beautiful, amazing, one with the world, one with the universe births, even as a C-section. I do hypnobirthing.
Hello!
There she is. There's our Juju. She's the only one that was born naturally. So that's what I want to share, is that I was really scared of a C-section because I just thought, you know, birth is so special, and I really want to, like, you know, feel it and enjoy it, and it'll be so surgical and so everything. But I just made sure to ask a lot of questions, and to make sure that they wanted, or that they respected my want to have the baby in with us. It was kind of a funny story too, of I was asking for the baby to be with me, and so you know, like to have skin to skin. So what they did is gosh, I cannot get to where I had this problem a little while ago. It's not that I don't have more clothes that aren't like this, we're still so unpacking in this new house. Anyways, so the point being is that they respected my decision. I said I would really like to have the baby with me, skin to skin. I want to keep the baby with me. I'm declining the going to the nursery part. And so that's what they did. It was funny now looking back, because I had the baby, they put her up to me, I was bawling, I was just having the, you know, best moment of my life, and all of a sudden they start to kind of peel down my stuff. Did you make me an ice cream cone?
No. Hello?
I would really like an and oh, there's one. There's my sand ice cream cone.
And we're having a baby girl.
Yep, we're having a baby girl. And what kind of cousin are we having?
A baby boy!
Yay!
Baby boy! Yes, a baby
Oh, I can hardly watch myself in the screen because my cheeks get really chubby at this point. And they're only going to get chubbier. So if you stay tuned to the vlog, it's going to get really wild up in here. That's where I gain my weight. So anyways, they cleared this area off, and they were going to like lay her like a scarf around my neck. And I was like, oh, that's not really necessary. She's fine with my husband, Alex, who was like as far away as this, holding Ophelia. And so I was like, oh, he, you know, and I think even, he had to have his surgery clothes on or whatever. And before I knew it, I was out of there, and all stitched up, and I had my hour with her on my chest, and it was all still very special. So I just want to give an encouraging story of C-sections. If you do end up not being able to turn your baby and you need to have a C-section, like I'm about to have my third, I'm about to have my 3rd C-section.
What's a C-section?
It's when they go into my scar and they open up the scar to take the baby out.
Ouch.
Yeah, it does hurt, and the recovery is not ideal. I would love to have the option of a VBAC or something like that, but c'est la vie. You make the most of what you have.
No.
And you, little woman, you stretched me all out so that your brothers and sisters. Lulu, do you need help making an ice cream cone? All right, we gotta go.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Subscribe.
He's been doing this for... What are you gonna be like?
I'm gonna be like the math facts.
The Italian guy?
Yeah, the Italian guy.
Can you talk in your Italian accent?
Italiano.
Italiano. 10 plus 10 equals?
10. 10. I want to do it over here.
There's no flour over here.
Aww. So I don't have any flour.
20 minutes already? It goes up, 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 and over. Obsession. Now, did you see the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the new baby? Did you see him yet? I don't think he's like, I've looked at the dog. I don't even think Louie's seen the baby. Louie, do you see this baby?
Come till they're like
Louie, do you see that baby came out of Abby's belly?
See, my belly's not as big anymore. Do you remember it was out to here? Now it's not.
Here's a baby.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Do you see that baby? Okay, back up. Do you see that baby?
What do you think?
What do you think, Lulu?
Is that pretty crazy? Oh.
Oh, way to be gentle. What do you guys think? Be careful, guys.
Let me hold him in. You guys can see him better.
Oh my gosh. It's so precious. Okay, we really
You gotta be careful.
gentle. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Is that a baby?
Tiny baby.
Okay, when you're done, then give her a turn.
Do you see the baby?
Dude, you're so
Gentle.
much bigger than him.
And my BFFs.
I love to hear you write songs.
And I love my mama. I love my sister. I love my papa. I love my brother. I love everybody. I love everybody. Woo!
That was an
The
awesome
end.
at the end. Oh, that was awesome, Fifi. You're good. This baby. Isn't he precious? Oh, we love you, baby, baby boy. Love you, baby, baby boy. Look at this boy. So little, just tiny in there. Aww. I wish I could last forever.